What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking and covering the next upcoming catalyst that we have coming for GameStop and AMC in the next coming weeks to months, especially since we just started a brand new month, a brand new quarter. What are we looking out for? We're also going to cover some technical analysis on both GameStop and AMC, some support, some resistance levels that we have headed into next week. And first, let's start off in this video by clarifying the 500 million share dilution. There was a big misconception thanks to the headlines that we had with Seeking Alpha. We have one here pulled up with Yahoo that we're showing on Think or Swim. There was a big misconception. Let's cover that. First and foremost, this is not something new. This is something, the 500 million share dilution was something that was already addressed via the proxy vote email, which you should have received. If you did not receive this email and you are a shareholder and own shares of AMC, reach out to the broker in which you purchased them. In this case, I have them via Think or Swim, via TD Ameritrade. I received an email via TD Ameritrade. If you do not reach out to them, this is very, very important that you vote. The media manipulated his words, and they said that they issued, in which they did not. Here's Yahoo, AMC Entertainment to issue 500 million shares. There was no issuance. They cannot unless we vote no for it, which is the number one on the list, in which we'll cover right now. There's also, I need to clarify, this misconception that I sold my shares. I did not. I am still in, and we are down 2K since the position has been opened, and I do plan to hold. And we'll talk about the technical analysis, and if this does come down to the right levels, I'm going to add more to my AMC. We'll cover that towards the end. There's a lot of mistakes, guys. There was a dollar sign signaling the value of the dilution to be 500 million versus what we really have is the shares. $500 million dilution versus 500 million shares. Obviously at $10 that would be 50 million shares compared to 500 million shares, but that's not the case. That's the point. The point is they got a lot of things wrong on this. Adam Aaron is asking for us to approve for another share offering via number one. The first question on there to vote on is the 500 million shares. What am I going to vote on that for? Absolutely no. I do not want another 500 million, nearly 100+% dilution on AMC. That doesn't sit right with me. I don't want that, and that's just me being transparent and me being honest with the current situation on AMC. Of course, you have till May 4th to vote, and if I'm not mistaken, you are allowed to change your votes. If we vote no, they cannot dilute unless number 6 is approved, in which it gives them another shot to keep asking for that dilution. Number 6 states, solicit additional proxies if there are insufficient votes to adopt the proposals. That is number 6. I'm going to vote against. I'm going to vote no for that on number 1 and number 6. I'm telling you how I'm going to vote. I have yet to vote. You have till May 4th. Make sure you get your voting rights, your email. The number 6 basically says they're kicking the can down the road until they get approved. That's the way I see it, and that's the way, if number 6 does pass, they're going to keep on asking us. Keep in mind, there is a phone scam out there asking for your voting control number. Do not give them that number. AMC, your broker is not going to reach out to you asking for your control number. Do not give them your number. If you do, they're going to vote for you, and you already have an idea of what they're going to vote against and for. On the Ortix data, it is showing for AMC 85.4 utilization rate, and the share recall has started headed into May 4th, which is the annual shareholder meeting for AMC. And as of today, there are 11 million FTDs on AMC, which is around 2 weeks behind on that number. So in the next coming weeks, we should have a clear idea of where that number stands, in which they eventually have to buy back these shares, known as the squeeze on AMC. This is for GameStop. In regards to the data, we'll cover AMC technicals right now. It's very sketchy with Fintel. Take a look at this. Yesterday, for Fintel, it was showing 0 shares short available, and that number is not there anymore. They did not include that. And this is just for GameStop. So very skewed data as well for AMC. Also, this is speculation on GameStop, so put your tinfoil hat on. And this is just in regards to the next upcoming catalyst. On April 15th, current CEO George Sherman steps down. GameStop hands him his 84,000 vested shares. Ryan Cohen becomes CEO. There's that possibility that he does step down on the 15th, I'm sorry, or maybe in the 14th, one day before. He says, you know what, my run here is done. Ryan Cohen's taking over and takes the company to the next level. Now follow along with me. On the 16th, which is that following day, the Friday, okay, of course we talked about it, George steps down on the 15th or the 16th. Roaring Kitty, deep values options expire that Friday. There's a lot of speculation about the unusual activity in the options, especially at these ridiculous numbers, 800, strike price 600, 500, 400. Look at that open interest. This is insane. There's also that speculation that these are the FTDs, and then this is how they're hiding these FTDs on GameStop. I don't necessarily want to say that's the truth. I still have to dig more into that, but might be highly unlikely. This also might be a big whale, the big whale that is on our side. Either way, it's a win-win situation. Take a look at this item from the GameStop article. This is very far-fetched. That's why I said put on your tinfoil hat. There's a t-shirt on GameStop website that literally has a clock, and the time is 4:15, April 15, and there's a space. It looks like a spacesuit, a space helmet. It looks like there's a person in there. Again, very, very much speculative. We're just basically throwing darts at this point. This is far-fetched. I just wanted to throw this out there, and I found this very, very interesting. As for some technicals, guys, AMC is trading at the same range we were talking about, $9.50 support, $12 range. As of now, we have cracked that support here at 9.50s. The next level, if we do find another leg down, don't be surprised if we see $9. Where would I add more shares? If there's a crack at 8.80 is when I start to increase my position. Also, these huge numbers for the volume are still here. These blocks of volume in which we speculate. Again, speculation, it is not confirmed. This has to do with the options activity and the short shares and the short volume. 240 million at 936. Same situation for GameStop. These numbers are still there. These blocks are still there. Confirmed, it is not a glitch. So that's where I would increase my position on AMC if we do see a dip. As for the daily, similar situation. We were in this range and now we're pulling slightly back, but we still have that uptrend. We're still having that slight uptrend, pretty much saving us on the 4-hour is the SMA in which we're testing right now. So we'll see what happens Monday. For GameStop, on the other hand, sideways, but we're above and we broke past these lower highs here. Lower highs, descending triangle, broke down after earnings, immediately jumped back. We were slightly cup and handling, having a slight uptrend from that Friday and that following Monday, which was this Monday. So we broke past that. We're now trading sideways again. They were trying to hold us down past under 200. They did not want these options to expire in the money. Sideways is not necessarily always the worst case scenario. We find new levels of support before breaking past that $200 level we want. That's my current stance on what we have coming on next week. And for the catalyst, of course, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of new things are going to come on up. Maybe more executives. Who knows what Ryan Cohen has pulled up under his sleeve. We don't know just yet, but we continue to have faith and we continue to believe. So if you guys found this video of any value, make sure you slap a like, drop a comment down below with your thoughts. We're going live tomorrow. Alexis Goldstein from the second congressional hearing on GameStop is doing an Ask Me Anything on Reddit at 11 a.m. Eastern. So we're going to see the interesting questions that she has to answer, which were very interesting in regards to the SEC documents we had via Citadel. We covered that in the last video, so make sure you check that out, how they're exempt from these laws where they're allowed to lie and they're allowed to falsify their info. Make sure you watch yesterday's video, very informative. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live stream. Peace out, team.